Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hey Coworker Podcast, home of your favorite not safe for work coworkers. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Erica,
aka
Roxanne. Wait, Big Rox? It's been a long day. I'm sorry. We do this every week.
Big Rox, not the little one.
Maybe I might be the little one today. I
Oh,
don't
for
know.
real? Goddamn.
It might be the little one today.
Well, thank y'all.
How I remember the fake name and forget my real name.
Oh, it's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Thank y'all for being back here with us, with y'all, the best coworkers in the world, and us, your favorite not safe for work coworkers. You could have been anywhere in the world and you decided to be right here, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps, and we greatly appreciate it. So you're obviously tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
Damn. Me too. But like, so I said this before we started, like I've been running around all day because it's the day before I travel. Mm-hmm. So I fly out tomorrow, and anytime that I'm traveling, like the day before, I like to take off so I can do all the things I need to do. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I forgot, like I don't like shopping, and I had to go get like a specific item, and I ain't have it.
Oh, you weren't able to find it?
I was not really. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. What I wanted, I ordered from Shein. Mm-hmm. However, that's not gonna get here until after I'm already gone. Because I placed it. I said, hey yo, I want like 2 to 3 day shipping. They said, yeah, cool, and they did. And it was like, it'll be there June 16th. I said, wait a minute, what did I pay for? How do we get here? Because I swear I paid for like to overnight me the goods. And they were like, yeah, I don't. And little one's like, yeah, no, if you want something like that, you got to go on Amazon and they'll overnight it to you.
Yeah. I was about to say with Shein, personally, I always get my stuff before they say, but it's always right about 5 days or so. It's never the next day or like within a couple of days. It's always like 5 days or so out. Yeah. So
it made me want to, I might cancel the order.
Better than returning it.
It's already shipped. Does that matter?
I don't know how that works. I ain't never canceled the order.
Wealth. Or just like not changing your mind.
I wanted it.
I almost never would return things, even if I like got home with it and I realized this ain't really what I want, or I realized this don't even work like it's supposed to work, right. Or like I just wouldn't. I'd be like, I guess I'm just gonna take that L.
Yeah, I'm like that with most things, but I've recently started taking things back. I went in a span of 2 weeks. I went to Ulta like 6 times, returning shit, well, exchanging stuff, but I'm getting there. But I think it's a little bit different with like makeup because
you got to test out, and maybe that's really not your shade. And,
right. Yeah. I can't use this. It doesn't work on my skin, so it's a little bit different. I did return something to Amazon recently. That was an experience.
I'm supposed to be returning something to Amazon, but I can't work up the like
energy to go to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole Foods just makes me feel poor. I'm not poor, yeah. But Whole Foods makes me, because I'm like, y'all are doing like real shopping in here, and I don't understand it.
Which is so crazy. It's so expensive. And to do your entire grocery shopping there?
I don't understand.
And I mean,
where do y'all people work? Like,
trans fats aren't even that bad.
Red number 7?
Number 7, high fructose corn syrup, low fructose corn syrup. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not that bad. I'm thriving. I'm healthy. My skin is clear. I love all the corn syrups.
You do have gorgeous skin.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah. I randomly got up yesterday morning and went to the casino because the cleaning lady was coming, and that's how bad I didn't want to be there while she was there. I just went to the casino, and one of the dealers was like, it was me and this white guy who looked older than me, but she was like, oh my gosh, both of you, you both look so young. Like, I know they carded you when you came in here. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm 25. I was like, oh. Yeah, I'm older than that by quite a bit.
I don't know if I look young anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I look young anymore. I don't think I look young anymore. I think I put on too much weight.
I think not calling you fat, but like big makes you look younger.
Really?
Like people usually look much older when they lose weight, but I think it's because like baby features, like the fat cheeks and like the chunkier face is like it makes you look a little bit more youthful, like a kid, or you know.
And usually when I lose weight, the first place I lose it at
is your face.
First place I lose it at is my face.
Yeah, that's usually the first. I don't know if it's actually the first place, but that's the first place that I can notice it when I'm gaining weight is in my face. Even if it's in my, other people might be able to see it other places, but the first place I usually notice it is my face. But it's because I have dimples. But they really only like they get deeper as my face gets fuller. So then I'll notice that my dimples are looking a little bit deeper. Yeah.
So
the dimples that I made in elementary school, because I was not born with dimples. If you look back, and dimples are supposed to be a birth defect. You're supposed to be born with those. If you look back at my childhood photos, I did not have dimples as a baby.
I've never if I'd have given myself, I kind of have like a almost one, but not really. But if I'd have like given myself a dimple, I don't know if that would. Do women like men with dimples?
I don't know. Don't ask me about women. I don't know what them hoes want.
Oh, you've had a week. Because anytime something forces you to be against the sisterhood that is you, like
these bitches getting on my nerves. Ooh, they getting on my nerves. Ooh, people get on my damn nerves, and it's been mostly women doing this.
Bro, now you know how I be feeling with men. Be like, I want to root for y'all so bad.
So bad, and I'm doing everything in my power to set you up for success, and you just insist on being that child left behind.
I be like, sometimes I be in my head, and I be like, the type of women that you want, follow me.
Yeah. Come to the comments, mix mingle, be nice, don't be weird.
Yeah. If you could just be realize like the kind of women you like, follow me, bro. Come to the comment section and down, look around. Have a drink,
like about the scenery,
see what's going on. Like, what do y'all be doing? I don't understand. Yeah,
I have theories, but that's for another episode. Yeah, the girls have been getting on my nerves because I keep saying, I feel like every other week I come on here and say I need to take a break from social media, and I don't do it. I just have so much stuff that I feel like I need to get done right now that it's like it just don't feel like now is the right time for a little break, but I need to do what's best for my mental health because I'm this close. I didn't start throwing tomatoes at people in the comments. Like my followers who are not being mean, they're just not listening, and it's really pissing me off. But I think I'm just annoyed. Like I just need a break.
Yeah.
I made a video. You remember I made the video to Monica. We got a response from Monica, so I said, okay, next Usher comes to the front. We need to talk. Now I asked Usher questions about confessions. Well, in the video, I said, I know that this song is not about you, but you are the song's representative, so you are who I'm asking, right? I put that in there because I recorded it the first time and I didn't include that. I listened back and I said, people are going to start telling me, this is actually about JD. You need to ask JD. And I'm like, okay, let me re-record it. Include that
so that we don't even have that. Yeah.
Did we get past that?
No.
Well, actually,
you always gonna get somebody that actually, and the only way that you can avoid, and you can't even really avoid the actually, is if you say exactly what the actually is gonna say, and you say in your thing, actually, I know that it's JD that is the person that did this, and that it's about JD and it's not about you, but Usher, you are the representative of the song. So, Mr. Usher, and then ask your question. Unless you say actually, and make them like hear themselves.
Right. Yeah, I just didn't think I needed to do that. I thought, I know this song isn't about you was enough to get the people to not say, hey, this song is about JD. Yeah,
But sometimes people got to be spoon fed.
And I'm unfortunately not gonna do that. I'm gonna just block you. I don't have no problem with that. I block everybody for everything. It doesn't matter. Like, if you might look up one day and I have 117 followers, it's because I blocked the rest of them because stop pissing me off. And like, I don't, at this point, it's like, I don't even care. I had to tell so many people, I said, So when actors go on their little media tour to promote a movie, don't interviewers sit down and ask them questions about that movie? They didn't write the script. It ain't based on their life, but they the ones in it, right?
Do you think that artists write every song that's on their album, but they go on press tours talking about their album?
You are who, like, you. I can still ask you questions. You sang it
because
like,
and you sang it, and the way you sang it makes me like you feel like you pulled this from a place, and I want to talk about the place.
And also, it could have been completely made up. We are talking about a song. Like, I'm talking about the song. I'm talking about the fact that you, Usher, had a part 1 and a part 2 where you were talking to your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, your main chick. I'm talking about that. This could have been about nobody. Brian Michael Cox could have pulled this shit off the crack of his ass. I don't care. I'm talking about the song. I don't care about these people's personal life. I don't care who Janet and Chili. I don't give a damn about none of that. All I'm saying is the song, the right here, what we listening to. We heard him say this, then we heard him say this. Those two things don't. This song could have been about Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I don't give a fuck.
Can you ask the actual? Because now I want to know what the actual question was.
Okay, so in part, let me see. Which one did I do first? In part 1, he said, I got a chick on the side with a crib and a ride. I've been telling you so many lies. Then at the end of part 2, when he's talking, he says, and this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, to tell you, the woman I love, that I'm having a baby by a woman that I barely even know. So do you barely know her, or do y'all got a house and a car together? Because it can't be both. Which one is it? That's not adding up. Yeah. And then some people, I also knew, luckily they actually heard this part. You know what? You might be right, because this part I was very specific. I said, before anybody tries to tell me that he was talking about 2 different girls, I know that they was going to do that. He said in verse 1 of part 2, he said, that chick on part 1 I told y'all I was creeping with, she said she 3 months pregnant and she keeping it. So ain't no confusion about who he was talking about, because he said it specifically that he was talking about the same person. So, and then somebody was like, well, maybe he just didn't know her that well. Like, it was somebody, they got the money. He could just trick, put her up in the condo, blah, blah, blah. So then I had to play a snippet from part 1 where he said, every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend. And then the question that I had was, why would you name it Confessions if you just gonna keep lying? That was the question.
Bro, okay. I'm glad we got to that, because I was sitting here going, the nigga's lying. Yeah. Like, that's like, before we even got to like, when you pointed out the first thing, I said, oh, he's lying. Mm-hmm. Just like my brain automatically went, oh, I know niggas. Yeah. Niggas lie. That's a lie.
Downplay it.
Yeah, he's trying to he's trying to downplay the whole relationship.
I met her. It was one time. I ain't seen her since, and I don't even know how she got my number. Like,
bro, she tracked me down, bro.
But see,
it's like she Batman.
Yeah, that was the question. Why would you name it Confessions if you just gonna keep lying?
Which is fair. Fair. But you know, niggas just won't be honest sometimes.
And that's the other thing about these bitches about the girls in the comments pissing me off, because that was the question. JD didn't name the album. He didn't name the song. So I can still ask Usher, because the question wasn't what's going on. I said, why would you name it that? I know what's going on. You're lying. That's clear. That's not the question. The question is, why would you name it that if you just gonna keep on lying about what the hell actually happened?
Because my story part 1 is not really interesting. And my story part 2 is not really interesting. That's really why.
You should have just named it.
Because Confessions it's provocative.
So shit. You should have named it. Because that's basically what you like. You so playing in my fucking face. And you got to figure out a way to get this emoji. The album cover needs to be like one of those ones where you turn it like you're and it's just the hands doing this.
So boom.
So shit.
Anytime a nigga hit you with the
don't believe nothing that's gonna come out. No. He's not finna tell nothing with no truth in it.
Absolutely full of shit.
He's finna lie to you.
Absolutely full of shit. It's the same way every time I feel like someone calls me like my brother or King. Oh, for King, you for sure trying to hit me for some money. You trying to hit me over my head for some shit. Oh God, I feel like I'm talking to a Baptist deacon. Like he's looking for the offering plate. Yeah. Bro, get away from me. I can't stand when these niggas call me king.
King. And I ain't never said king unironically. Like every time I was, okay, king. I am being funny. That is not endearing. I am calling you a clown.
Bro, because you being weird.
I'm calling you a clown.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, shortly before I came over here, I stitched a video. I actually saw you in the comments, but so I know you've seen the video. But it was the video of the guy saying he was in a car. He was something about women need to dress more modestly or something like that. And in my video, he in the part that I stitched was him saying, you need to dress in a way that's not going to make a man lust after you. And my comment was that is men's lust to deal with. Yeah. It is not upon women to try to deal with their lust. And this is the thing. I am someone who is just unwillingly in a mall. They have new like mini skirts now that are like not really skirts. They're just belts. And like I have a long belt. Yeah, it's a broad belt. Like it's just. And it is not on those women to deal with the fact that I have eyes and I can see things, but I got to be like, okay, it's there and we can acknowledge that it's there, but you don't have to like. Yeah. Or that's not an invitation for anything. Yes. That's not like.
I didn't have a conversation with not one woman.
If you see me in this, if you see me in some skimpy clothes, and that attracts you to me and you want to come and talk to me, that is well within your right. The problem is when niggas start to feel like you're entitled to something because of the way that I'm dressed.
Because she got it out, I can touch it.
Right.
And that's not how that works.
Why would you come outside if you didn't want this type of attention? Well, I actually don't. Like, I know I'm a girl's girl. Don't shoot. But I actually don't disagree with that. I already know what to expect. If I put on certain things, I got a whole lot. I'm small, but I got, a lot of tattoos. I know how to play it up. I expect certain things.
Yes.
I anticipate certain things when I go out based on the way that I'm dressed. I'm not going to go out and act like, well, why the fuck would you, why are you looking at me? I know why. Look at me. Like, I get it. I know exactly why. But it's the entitlement. That's the part that bothered me, because just because I got this on
doesn't mean that you have access to anything,
or that you're owed anything. That
which is the part that like just be fucking up the ecosystem. Yeah.
So the part that I stitched was him saying, that part, you women need to dress more modestly as to not make a man lust after them. And I said, when you say man, do you mean the same men that ran a train on a monitor lizard? Do you mean the same men that they don't even want working in morgues because they be fucking the corpse? Them men, that's the ones you talking about? Don't tell me what to fucking wear. They fucking dead people. Don't the same men that a woman is not even safe when she's in a coma? Them men? I think we need to. And then I had this on. So I just left the gym and my ass is getting fat. Let's talk about that. Do your push-ups, guys. The gym works. The fuck are you talking about? Bitches, we
sorry, just throwing my ass is getting fat in there.
Right at the end, like, anyway, on to more important things, on to things that actually make sense. The gym works. It's so funny because I don't know what made me say that, but I said, anyway, my ass is getting fat. I've been going to the gym. And I ended up by saying, do your push-ups, guys. I ain't did a push-up. Why didn't I say do your squats? Like, that would have made so much more sense. Why the fuck did I say do your push-ups? I don't do no fucking push-ups. Why would I say that? I don't know.
You was irritated. It was still irritation left over, and sometimes that happens, and we don't even catch it when we're watching it back.
Yeah. No, I caught it, but I was just like, I ain't redoing it. Yeah, I'm not redoing this whole video.
Sometimes I'll come back in and be like, I know I meant squats. I meant to say squats.
It doesn't matter. But people have just been in the comments talking about some do your push-ups with a bunch of laughing emojis. Okay, it works. If it worked for y'all, it works.
Bro, but if that's the thing that makes it go viral because you said do your push-ups instead of do your squats.
It's always okay.
And this is the thing that I would do now if I was you, and that like took off. Every time I go to the gym, even when I'm squatting, I would definitely, like, the caption would just be do your push-ups.
Do your push-ups. I was scrolling a little bit today, and I saw this video of it was a viral video. It was a man and probably his daughter, a little girl, it's a baby, and he had like this little Minnie Mouse bubble blower. and he pressed the buttons, and the little girl got scared. Right? She was afraid of the bubbles, and the video on its own is cute. But you saying if that's the thing that makes it go viral, it can just be one little piece of a video. The baby got scared. She cried a little bit, but she screamed like a grown ass woman. Like she said, "Ah!" Like it wasn't a cry. Like she shouted. And she did it twice, like because he did the bubbles again, and she was like like it was.
Who taught you that?
Why are you screaming like that? What have you been through? That's not a I'm in need.
You've been here before.
Right? Like you breaking character. Like you breaking the fourth wall. You gotta get back.
We're not supposed to know that you know.
Like and I think that's the thing. Like the video was funny. That one thing took the video from $100,000 likes to 1 million likes just because of that one little thing of the girl, like the baby screaming like that.
Bro, the internet is so interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. And I be trying to understand it. Understand how it works so that I can better make it work for me.
That's fair. I have a better time when I forget that it exists.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah. Because sometimes it gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
It makes me think about things that, like, okay, for example, there are a lot of people that you have access to over the internet. Mm-hmm. Like their social media and all that stuff. And sometimes I don't need access to all them people. Mm-hmm. I need all them people
to have access to.
Yeah. I want people to leave me alone sometimes. Mm-hmm. I don't want to deal with them. I'll be like, I have to deal with enough things. And especially like when you're having things that are happening in your real life, or you're having people that are having things happen in their real life and they're all bringing you their things.
Yeah.
I don't have this for y'all as well. I don't want to make content right now. I want to go sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel that. We all, I think for me, the internet is net positive. Yeah. But I do love the fact that I am aware enough to know when I need a break. Even if I don't take it. I'm aware enough to know when it's the internet that is causing me any type of anguish or whatever, and I can take a break. I can step away from that, and I know for a fact the internet will be there when I get back.
So one of the things that I'm happy about is I'm going to be gone, and I won't really be participating in the internet while I'm there because I'll be too focused on what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And so I get to not do that. I get to do poems, listen to music, hang out, and be a person with people, and that's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some good books in. I've been reading a few new ones. Mm-hmm. And romance novels are an interesting place to be at. They're very, like, they teach you so many things about yourself.
Really?
Not necessarily things you want to know. But things nonetheless about yourself. And I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe that's a kink I didn't want to know I had. Yeah. Maybe that one was.
Is this something I need to investigate more? No, let's just leave this here. I know it. We can move on now.
Yeah. So all of that stuff has been very interesting and very fun. I'm having a good time with some of these books. It's very, and like just books in general. With the thing of like having audiobooks, as someone who is like extremely dyslexic, I have access to a lot more stories now. Mm-hmm. And it just is, I can do it while I'm doing other things. I can sit still and I can do it if I really want to. And I'm just like, I'm kind of here for this.
Yeah. Yeah. I always say I need to start reading again. I used to read a lot, and then social media happened. And it has, I now have the attention span of a fruit fly. And so reading, I've never been able to like listen to audiobooks. I don't know why. I listen to podcasts, damn it, it's the same thing. But I've never really been able to do the audiobooks because I enjoy reading, but now it's just like I can't sit still for long enough to get the reading done. It's not that I don't want to read, my attention span is shit. So it'll take me forever to get through it unless it's something that's really, really good. But it'll take me forever to get through it.
I can only like read things once I'm like really, really already invested in the story. Like I remember at one point there was a book I was reading and I liked the first book, and the second book was out, but the audio version wasn't out, and I didn't know when it was coming out. They didn't give me a date for it, so I just ordered the book.
Yeah.
And read, and I was like,
"It's that good."
It was decent.
Worth it.
It was worth it for me because I was invested in the story.
Mm-hmm.
I was so invested in the story.
Yeah.
And sometimes these authors be milking it. Like I'm reading a series now that has like 9 books.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we didn't actually. And this is the thing. The first 3 books could have been 1 book.
And that's how I be feeling about them limited series. This could have been a movie. This could have been a movie. You could have cut out whole episodes could have been thrown away.
That's what a lot of Netflix movies, a Netflix limited
Shows,
series are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like this, we wanted to make a movie, but we couldn't justify making a 9-hour movie, so we just split it into episodes.
No, but what I'm saying is it didn't need to be 9 hours. Episodes 3 and 4 wasn't necessary to the story at all. You could have took that shit because I feel like you had a movie and you was like, the movie might have been 3 hours. Mm-hmm. That's a tad too long. Let's just add 6 more hours and make it a show. That's what I feel like happens.
So they gave us an unnecessary 6 hours that didn't have to do with anything.
And just sprinkled it all throughout. Just add a whole bunch of shit that didn't happen.
Try to confuse us about what was happening.
Yeah,
and lucky fucked with the storyline.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do we have a docket this week?
We do.
Is it a new docket or is it the one from last time that we never got to because we was yapping the whole fucking time?
It's a mixture of that docket and like just things that I've realized like sometimes I have pod thoughts and I just need to like write them down because I'll be like I could talk about this on what's the name, and then sometimes I'd be like I can't talk about this the way I want to talk about this in a one-sided conversation because I'm gonna fuck something up.
Yeah, and
I know I'm gonna fuck something up, so let me not do that. Oh, I was having a moment where I was watching back old pod stuff and we were talking about that moment when you realize the person across from you is a bitch and how like men like you never want to be the person who is like I said there's also another I said that is the being the realizing that like they realize you're scared is a terrifying moment. But I realize there is another terrifying moment that can happen. Like, of course, someone realizing you are scared because you don't think that because you think you a bitch. It's horrifying. Another terrifying moment is if I'm a real nigga and I know this nigga is also a real nigga and I know there's about to be real nigga consequences if either one of us make a really dumb decision. That is also not a fun moment. Yeah. And I've been in some of those. In fact, I'm in moments like that far more often than I'm in moments where I feel like either one of us is a bitch. Yeah. It's more like, oh, he for real. Yeah. But that don't mean I'm finna let you. Yeah. If we can. And sometimes it's not gonna be me. Sometimes I'm simply not gonna be the one to de-escalate because you tried me. And then I realized, like, I had that realization when we were talking about like I was gonna fight that dude over basketball. I'm not getting paid for this, but like my principles demanded that I hurt you. Yeah, and you might get hurt. So I was, and that can happen. Whatever you want to do.
I'm on whatever you're on. I'm on whatever you're on. It's one of my favorite sayings. I tell Vet that literally all the time. Anytime I'm on whatever you on, whatever you trying to do. Whatever it is, I'm on what you on.
Yeah, that's little one. She just be wanting to ride places with me. Oh, she'll be like, I'll be like, I was going to go pick up the food. I'll come with you. Oh, all right, cool. She just want to be passenger princess. Yeah. We were supposed to go to the zoo, but it's hot outside, bro.
And the sun at the zoo is a different sun than the rest of the world.
I fully and wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah, no, it is. I don't know if there's like, you know how like you can kill ants with a magnifying glass? I feel like there's some type of glass or something over the zoo that we don't see. There's something over it that makes the sun hotter. Because in the parking lot, that ain't the same sun as when you get in the zoo. I don't know if it's the smells from the animals making me a little lightheaded, so I'm a little more susceptible to the heat or something. But it is hotter at the zoo than it is outside of the zoo. That's my theory. Oh, one more somebody that pissed me off on the internet. Because I just thought about this. Somebody under the video of me talking to Usher, someone said like, "Oh, hey, I'm a new follower. Have you ever asked Lloyd about the 5'2" versus 5'2" thing?" Well, I posted this video on Saturday. Friday, I went to a concert, and Lloyd was there, and he seemed very short. Now, the internet says that he's 5'8". It wasn't given that. It wasn't given 5'8". It was given 5'5". If I'm now he might have been 5'8". I wasn't close, but from where I was sitting, it wasn't given that. So I responded to the girl and I said, "Well, I have not asked, but I'm assuming that he said 5'2" because he seemed about 5'5", and he just want to make sure that she's shorter than him. That's my guess. But he don't like to give straight answers, because last time somebody asked him that, he was like, "That's the beauty of music, man. Whatever you heard is what I said." Boy, shut the fuck. What did you say? Don't piss me off.
Did you put all that in the comment?
No.
Let me say, that would have been a hilarious comment.
If I'm just trailing off.
Yeah, if I'm a new follower, I love this. You are so engaging.
Most of that. Up until I ended it with he don't answer.
Oh yeah, still straight. Like that would have still been hilarious to me.
Yes, all of that, and that's exactly what she said. She was like, "Oh yes, I love it over here. I'll take that answer." But one girl was like, "No, he actually said fine too."
You ain't the person I'm asking. First of all,
is there any? Let's be serious for a second. Is there anybody who actually thinks that man said 5'2"? That don't even make no damn sense. It is a joke amongst the blacks. We all do it. We all know it. It's just a running. Let us have fun, bro.
Oh, she wasn't black?
Yeah, she was black. It's like, bro, we just trying to have a good time. What you doing? And another motherfucking thing. One more. This is the last one, I promise. I was telling the story about when I went to the concert, my shoes broke. I found some shoes. Wear your shoes, people. I had some shoes in my closet that was like, I haven't worn them in like 5 years. You don't wear your shoes, they'll dry rot. I never had that happen to me before. So we leave to go to the concert. My shoes just fell apart. Now, luckily, the concert was at Lagoon Fest, which is like a beach type thing. So it wasn't too crazy for me to not have no shoes on. But I didn't have no shoes on. And I said in the video, I'm walking around acting like a color that I'm not. And this white girl gonna comment and say, I liked her up until that comment because what color is that? White, girl. What the fuck you thought I was gonna say? You think I'm pussy? Because I'm not. White. Lily white. Snow roach. That was too far. I apologize. But very white. The fuck you mean? What color is that? Y'all, girl, you probably ain't got no shoes. Look down at your feet right now in this moment. You ain't got no damn shoes on, and I know you do.
Walking around. See, this is one of the things that I've realized is I'm trying to save it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm trying to save it. But walking around with your bare feet is kind of there's a culture of people that do that. And it's not just white folks. It's also very country black folks.
It's very country.
Because my daddy was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just look and be like, you got slave feet.
But here's my only thing though, right? The countryest of country that I know do that shit at home.
Yeah.
All around the yard, maybe you front, like at home. Literally, before all of this happened, literally a week ago when Vet was out of town, he sent me a picture of his white coworker walking around the hotel. Not the hotel room, the hotel lobby with no shoes on. That's what I don't know none of us that be doing that. I was outside in public. I wasn't at home. I've been known to go run and grab the mail, real quick. Run outside real quick with no shoes on my tiptoes. Hotel lobby with no shoes on.
Not even no slides?
Bare feet to that dirty ass carpet. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I know, yes, of course, I know country black people. I'm country and black. And, around the house or, in your territories. Outside in the public, the general public. Mm-hmm. I went to Schlitterbahn, which is a water park, a couple weeks ago. I had my water shoes. I'm not walking around this motherfucker with no shoes on. That's crazy. Get a staph infection like that.
We went to, what is that? The tubing place that you go, the river?
In New Brunswick?
Yeah, we went to New Brunswick, and I wore Crocs, bro, because I can wear them in the water. I'm gonna be fine with those. Like, I also wear shower shoes if I shower at the gym.
As you should, because you don't want to get a staph infection. I just don't know what the hell she thought I was gonna say. She knew exactly what I meant. That's why she asked the question. And when I responded to it, she deleted her comment. Don't worry, sweetheart. I took the screenshot. I already know your type. I know when y'all gonna delete some shit. You thought I wasn't gonna. She thought I was gonna be scared. White girl, Caucasian.
Is it just them? Because, dude, I don't know.
Who else is it?
Hispanics?
I don't know enough.
I don't know enough either.
I don't know enough.
I was gonna say, do the Asians? But is that a thing?
But I don't know. I can't imagine it being a thing because they make you take your shoes off when you come in the house. So I would imagine.
Okay, so we know it's not the Asian folk.
But here's the thing: it don't matter if other people do it because the whites are known for it. We like when you think somebody walking down the street with no shoes on, the first thing I think of is a hippie. That's the first picture that comes to my mind is white people. Okay. So even if other people do it, it's like, okay, everybody likes fried chicken. All ethnicities will eat fried chicken, but when you say fried chicken, you think of niggas. So although we are not the only people who eat fried chicken, we're the poster children.
I'm just glad we're talking about the fun stereotypes, not the actually harmful ones.
Oh yeah, and I don't get like certain things. I'm just not gonna be offended by. I love chicken, and I also love watermelon.
I'm gonna eat both them shits
out loud. I remember going. I went out.
I'm not gonna eat them together because that's just OD.
When I say not to get, I might not have them both on the same plate.
That's so OD.
No, I'm saying I won't have them both.
So
on
like
the same
so
plate.
like if you was at it's different. Like we're at a family cookout
right,
and there's
chicken here and there's watermelon here
and there's mac and cheese and I got the because somebody done made some either somebody made some dirty rice or somebody made some jambalaya and we got all that on a plate and of course I'm gonna have my little dessert and it's gonna be some fruit and it's gonna be some watermelon over there. That's also what a family reunion amongst us. Yeah. I'm not doing that at like an office potluck. Because I don't trust everybody's food, first of all. Because who fried the chicken?
There's that. And who put raisins in the watermelon? There's that.
Yo, at one point, you remember every recipe had avocado in it? And I didn't understand why. It was a thing. And I was like, yo, they got to stop it with this.
Yeah, it was the raisins for me. As a person who likes raisins, I like raisins.
So do I.
Standalone. Maybe in a brand. But other than that, raisins don't belong. Where do raisins belong besides maybe in some type of like trail mix?
I was about to say trail mix. It's just trail mix, bro. Like, I don't want them anywhere else.
They don't need to be nowhere else. Nothing cooked.
You gonna cover them in chocolate or some shit? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
No. But anyway, yeah. That pissed me off too, cause girl, I don't know what you thought this was. You must be new over here. I'm not like, I'm a very vocal person, and sometimes I don't say it because it don't need to be said, but it can be. Fuck, a real nigga.
You are a real nigga.
Yeah, and I'm tired,
bro.
I'm an angry tired. You know how people be like angry drunks or happy drunks? Get aggressive when I'm tired.
So I realized I haven't like actually eaten all day for real. Like I woke up, was moving, got a protein shake, went about my business, and I haven't really eaten all day. And I'm supposed to go hoop later. I am not taking care of my body right now.
Yeah, you gotta do better for him.
And I will. Well, I'm gonna eat as soon as we get done, and then spend some time with little one because I got to. She is, bro. She picks such interesting ways to communicate. Like I remember, we had just fooled around, had a little fun, and I'm like, and we're talking about movies, and she was like, oh well, like I was supposed to show her something before we had started. And so I start showing her the thing, and I'm looking at the thing, and out of the we get like 13 seconds into the trailer because I was just gonna show her the trailer. And she goes, just so you know, we're not done yet. And I just bust out laughing because I was like, so a normal person, a normal person would have just feigned interest in my little trailer and like asked me one or two things about it and then like use that to like get you back some. But like, you was just impatient.
Then what's the point of beating around the bush? We can watch a little movie or whatever, but I need you to know. This ain't over.
But I have dreams and goals. You don't want to hear about my dreams and goals?
No. I can't even listen because it's fluid around my ears that I need you to get out from a different way. And I can't even hear nothing right now. So
what type of demon have I created?
I get it. Just so you know, don't get comfortable. Don't even bother fixing your socks. Don't even bother. Turn them socks back around. Don't even worry about it. It's not like, don't get comfortable. Go get you some water.
Fix your socks.
Because y'all know how y'all be. Socks be got the heel part all on your damn in front of your ankle.
Man, fuck them socks.
Exactly. Don't even worry about it. Don't even bother putting them back on. It's fine. You're not done. You have a job. We're not done
here. That young lady right there is she's so interesting. I'd be like, you just be so blunt. You could like, everything don't gotta be a hammer. Everything don't gotta be a hammer. You can finesse it sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My God.
We went to Texas Roadhouse and I had on this cute little outfit or whatever, and it was a couple of young girls up at the front, like holding the door open, and one of them was like, your outfit is so cute, and I was like, I have the youth. So you know, Texas Roadhouse, everybody know their rolls are real good or whatever. Literally, like, we're sitting there talking, Vet and I, and he mentions like, does he want more rolls? Literally, as he picked up the last roll, this random old man appeared out of nowhere and said, you guys need more rolls? And I said, that motherfucker back there is not real.
Bro.
Because how did you, it felt like my phone. And you know exactly how your phone is. You say something, somebody in the area, in the room says something, you pull out your phone, it's an ad for it. That's exactly what it felt like. And so the girl who's complimenting my outfit, when she came walking back by, because she's not like a waitress or anything, she was holding the door open, but she walked by and said, hey, let me ask you something. Do y'all have any AI working here? Any robots in the building? She's like, girl, what? I said, I don't know. Some of the people here are a little suspicious. I got my eye on a few of y'all. She said, you are very intriguing. Stay that way. Period. I have the youth. That had nothing to do with anything that we were talking about, but something reminded me of it, so I told you.
No, that's good. I love the story. Thanks. I love it. Hey, we love a tangent.
We do. It's what we do.
No, we love a tangent. We just let the ADHD drive sometimes. Right. I was talking about that with one of my homegirls because I called to distract her, and we started talking about one book, which led us into a whole other thing, talking about witches and lore for like all types. Because I realized, I wonder about things like if vampires and werewolves and witches are actually real. Because who makes up shit like this? Mm-hmm. How do we get to the point where we have created these things and said that they're like?
I feel like one thing happened and the story just got warped.
Could be.
Somebody was being a little too kinky, bit the shit out of somebody else. Now they suck blood. It's just like
well, in one of the series that I'm reading it, they said it, think 300 years in the future. So in 150 years, we all find out that vampires and werewolves and shit are real because they just come out and we're like, hey, so we've been fooling y'all for long enough. We actually been around for a while. Yeah. Now y'all all belong to us. We're finna kill and fuck y'all up. And then we get to the point in time where like vampires have not controlled and let their bloodlust run wild over everybody.
Yeah, I was never into the.
I do fantasy and sci-fi. It is a thing.
Yeah,
I be like, there's so many things that are happening in real life that are so horrific and so terrible that I really don't want to think about them when I'm watching TV. And if I can be in a world that is so fantastically different from my own, that I can just melt into that for like an hour, so I can just chill, then I'll take that.
Yeah. I tried to watch True Blood, and I don't know what it was about that show that had me stressed out, and I just felt like I watched one episode, and it wasn't the first episode, just one. It was some random episode, and for some reason I just internalized the show, and I just felt like it was real, and I just felt like this can't be another thing I have to worry about. Shapeshifters and shit. I can't also have to watch out for shapeshifters. I don't know why.
So you can't do shows like that at all, huh?
I don't know. Because most of the time I'm just not interested. Like I was never interested in Twilight and all of that stuff. Or like
Twilight is an abomination.
I wouldn't know. Never seen it. I've never seen it. Never read the books. I enjoyed Harry Potter when I was younger. But for like witches and werewolves and vampires, that type of stuff just never really interests me.
Yeah, I'm kind of into all of that stuff, plus all the pantheons. So I love the Greek pantheon. I'm learning more about the Orishas and all of that stuff too. It's been very fun for me.
Yeah. Well, I love that for you.
It's like, yeah, very fun.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my homegirl came over the other day for me to take her braids out, and she said out her mouth that Jamie Foxx was a better show than Martin.
And you love Jamie Foxx, so I know that you had to be like, hey, look, we
as
all
a
love
Jamie Foxx stan.
I haven't watched both shows to completion, but what I will tell you about this is this. I have never heard someone say, oh yeah, Martin's on. I hate that show. Or I didn't really watch it. When Jamie Foxx comes on, I'll hear people say, hey, yo, is there anything else on?
Yeah.
And we love Jamie. Jamie's a fantastic actor.
Jamie's good at everything he does.
Yes.
But the show is corny. The jokes are corny. The jokes are very like.
It's very.
Come on, please. I'm not like. And we were watching the Jamie Foxx show while I was taking her hair down because it's good for the background. I mean, I'm not even saying it's a bad show. Just in comparison to Martin.
Martin is
the only show of the time that I would compare to Martin as far not like similar context, but like being as good as Martin is Fresh Prince.
Yeah, that's the only
one.
There is nothing else.
Some people in my comments were saying the Wayans brothers. I understand why you feel like that. I personally just don't agree, but I am also not. The only Wayans that I am a fan of is Damon.
Their show was funny, but it wasn't. Martin and Fresh Prince did something different
for the culture and everything around it. Like I feel like you could compare the Jamie Foxx show to the Wayans brothers, and I feel like that'd be a good, like as far as which one was better, which one. Like I feel like that could be a good conversation to be had.
You know what? Let's just on the fly do this right now. Okay. If we're talking black television shows, right? And we have GOAT status as far as black television shows. What do you put in there?
Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Martin.
Yup. Okay, let's make it like this. You can only put for like, and we'll say black sitcoms
over any time.
Over any time period, you can only put like 5 of them up in there that are like GOAT tier.
Okay. Let's do it where we agree, where we pick 5 together.
Okay.
Okay, you agree about Martin and Fresh Prince?
Yes.
Living Single.
Yes.
What else?
After Martin, Fresh Prince, Living Single, some would say the Cosbys.
I was literally just finna say Bill Cosby made it to where that's the only reason I'm hesitating is because of him. The Cosby Show was my favorite TV show for a very long time.
And I hate, so one of the things about television is that although one person, it's such a collaborative effort with television, like with everybody that put work into it. And so when one person is the person that we're boycotting,
to taint it, and they kind of taint the legacy of the show.
I get horrible person.
Yeah, but the show, Heathcliff,
is
what it did for. I remember reading about. We can get back to the thing, but I remember reading about Bill Cosby wanted to make a show, and initially when he did that, I think Claire didn't work, and he was a plumber, and he was like, "But why do I have to?" No, doctor and a lawyer. Like we can make a show without black people struggling. We can make a show about wealthy black people with careers who went to college, raising their like 2-parent households that's not struggling. And like I loved the Cosby Show growing up. So yes, I am in agreement.
The only hesitance I have, of course, is that. But
if it weren't for that, it would have been
when I talk about what it does for culture overall.
Oh. Yeah, that would be a personal thing. It meant a lot to me. Just seeing the show was hilarious.
I'll put it in there because there's nothing else I think from that era. Because also when I think about it, that's also the series that gives us something that I think goes in that next tier, which is like cult classics we love and we all acknowledge that we watched is like A Different World.
A Different World.
Like I love A Different World. A Different World is one of my comfort shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have any more for that top?
So we've already got 4. What would a 5th be?
I don't know.
I know they're screaming at us in the comments right now. But we're doing it on the fly. Right. So I don't so I'm thinking because we have Living Single, Girlfriends.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's there. Maybe the next one.
If it's not in this tier, it definitely goes in the next one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave one spot blank, and if we think of something in the course of like this next one, then we'll come back and we'll put it in there. Okay. So we've got those 4 up there. We know what goes in the set. We know Girlfriends goes in this one. A Different World goes in this one. And after that, it gets really dicey in that second tier.
Yeah, because I'm already...
Because then I'm going, what else should really go up there? And most of y'all should belong in the third tier, which is like...
I'm already thinking of third tier, and I got a bunch for the third tier.
Oh, yeah. There's so many for the third tier. My Wife and Kids.
If we're talking about what it's done for the culture and like overall impact, personally... My Wife and Kids goes in the top tier. For me, like in my personal favorites, I put because it's Martin and then it's My Wife and Kids. But that's just like the context of like the show itself.
Where does Blackish go? Does Blackish go in the GOAT tier?
No, I don't think so.
So does Blackish go in the second tier?
Yes, that's where I would put it. Would you like to make an argument for it going in the GOAT tier?
I would, but I can't have it there and the Cosbys there. Because in my opinion, it is
a modern Cosby.
Yeah. It's we got a professional man and we got a professional woman. It's the kids are like cool and trying to figure out blackness and all of these things, and it's very black and it's very marketed towards us. And then we even got the spinoff, which was her going to college. So if it even follows that same route, and I go, but I don't know if I can have both of them there.
I agree. And I could see switching them.
You want to put
Blackish at the top?
And Cosby's in the second tier?
In the second tier.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that means that we got Blackish up there, but we still got an empty spot.
We have an empty spot.
And we've got Cosby's in the second tier with
Girlfriends
and A Different World. But after that, what goes in there? And we're talking sitcoms.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Because I don't put half and half in there. Smart Guy?
Great show. I don't know about the impact, though.
You think that's a third tier, though?
How many tiers are there?
Only 3. Well, 4. Because we have and then we have the things that we like. Because the 3 is all the good ones that are left, and then the 4 is like
Family Matters.
Family Matters is not. Family Matters low key should be in the second tier. You just would not give it that, and I wasn't even gonna make the argument, so I'm going to settle for third. I'm gonna settle. We have to. You can't. I can't.
It's a terrible show.
I can't give you that. Little Black Boy Genius. Sorry.
He was a creep. They let this little boy come harass their daughter on a daily basis. He destroyed all their things. He was never invited in.
Okay, 2020 hindsight. Yes, it does go in 4, but
your dad's a cop, and he's letting this little weirdo from across the street come harass you.
Your dad is a cop.
He's here literally harassing your daughter every single day. She has told this little boy to leave her alone repeatedly, and you still let him bring his uninvited ass into your home, destroying your things? Did I do that? Yes, you did. We saw you. Why are you here? Where are your friends?
Where are your parents?
It was a terrible show. But
he was extremely neglected.
He should have been more neglected.
The more I look at it now, I'm like, oh, he was just a neglected child.
Badass.
But yeah, so second tier, you can't think of anything else that goes in the second tier?
I know I'm missing something. I know I am.
We probably are for that second tier. Okay. But so you want to move to third?
Yeah, and there's a lot that goes here. I mean,
yeah, we can. No, we'll give. We can do 10 that go in the third tier
because it's a lot.
It's a lot. So I would put
the whole UPN.
Oh, Sister.
Yeah, the whole UP. Well, Sister was Disney.
I don't know. So should Sister go in the third tier?
I think so.
Okay, so we got Sister,
half and half,
Moesha, Smart Guy.
Yeah, I could do Smart Guy.
Okay, so Sister, half and half, Smart Guy, Moesha.
1-on-1.
Yep.
Like the whole UP. Like
Steve Harvey Show.
Damn, I forgot about the Steve Harvey Show.
Steve Harvey Show or Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
If I had to pick, I'm going Steve Harvey. I did enjoy Hanging with Mr. Cooper as well. Mark Curry is funny as fuck, but that's one of my favorite episodes of Jamie Foxx when he had to go to driving school, defensive driving or something like that with Mark Curry. But I would put Steve Harvey Show over Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Okay. So we got 6.
There's a bunch of old shows too, like 227 and what's that show? Good Times.
Oh, I didn't really watch a whole bunch of those.
Me neither. I know that they exist. Please don't be upset with me, but I ain't never. But I've seen Good Times, but
I had no desire to go back
and struggly.
Yeah, and maybe the teens will say that about our shows once they get to a different place in society. But like I don't really feel like watching that. I watched Roots. That's enough.
They made an animated version of Good Times. It's on Netflix.
I'll be all right.
And I actually got extremely offended at it being in my recommended for you. You think I want to see this, bitch? You think I want to see animated struggle?
Fair.
Where do we put That's So Raven? Do we include That's So Raven?
Yeah, it goes in the third tier. Mm-hmm. So that's 7. Even though she wanted to be out from every country, it was all right, cool. There was a bunch of other black people on the show. There'll be
Orlando Brown.
Oh God, maybe we don't need to. We're talking about things that have to go in the 4th tier now. Nah, it was a fantastic show. Mm-hmm. I liked it.
I enjoyed
Proud
it.
Family.
I was thinking, I don't know if it counted because it's animated, but I had been thinking Proud Family and the Boondocks.
Boondocks goes in the GOAT tier.
If we're including animated?
If we're including animated. Okay, so we'll put Boondocks in the GOAT tier.
In that last spot.
And then Proud Family's got to go in second tier.
Yeah.
And I can't think of
Uncle Bobby's car used to turn into a mailbox.
What was do you remember when Eddie Murphy had the like claymation?
Eddie Murphy?
I'm almost certain Eddie Murphy had a claymation series where he was all the voices.
I don't remember that.
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
But you know one thing? Like, that's my least favorite Eddie Murphy thing when he does. Like, I don't really like it when he does a lot of characters. I don't know. Like, The Clumps was never a fun one for me. Norbit is not a good movie in my opinion. I don't enjoy Norbit. What's that other one where he was a bunch of people? Yeah, I don't really like it when he does that.
I'm not a huge I love Eddie Murphy. Mm-hmm. And it really depends. So it's called the PJs.
Oh, I remember the PJs. That's Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
I remember the PJs. I didn't know it had anything to do with Eddie Murphy though.
Yeah, he was the people.
I actually remembered. Like, I watched the PJs.
The PJs would go in that third tier probably.
You sure?
Or the fourth.
Okay, that sounded a little bit more like it. That sounded a little bit more realistic.
So we had 7. We had 7, or was it 8? We had 7 or 8.
Yeah.
7. So who we got left that we want to put in the third tier?
Black sitcoms.
Where do Issa and them go?
I was just gonna say Abbott.
So Abbott is. I put Abbott in the third tier, but Abbott should be climbing. Abbott may, by the end of it, climb out of the third tier into the GOAT tier.
Yeah, I'm putting Issa at 2.
In the second tier?
We have
yeah,
a spot I'm definitely putting Insecure at 2. That was a huge.
Yes, it did. And it did something very, very specific for Black millennials. Mm-hmm. Because we hadn't had something that was really like for us and our generation.
Yeah.
That felt and looked like us and things that we were dealing with. And we still don't have a lot of those shows.
Yeah.
Not for the millennials. We have things that were actually like filmed in the early 2000s. So it was Gen X looking at themselves. Mm-hmm. And we ain't really seen a lot of ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd give Insecure 2. Because I watched, before Insecure, I watched Awkward Black Girl. Black Girl on YouTube from Issa.
Okay.
I've been a huge fan of Issa Rae, like even before Insecure, so I would definitely have to put that in the second tier. And Abbott, I'm trying to put my personal feelings aside and look at the show as a whole, and I would say Abbott could go. Abbott for right now is 3, but it's so good.
It is.
It's so good.
And but I said it may climb its way. By the time it gets all said and done, it may climb its way out of into, but we just ain't got enough evidence yet.
There's I'm gonna say something ridiculous. There was one Black person in this show, so I'm just gonna include it.
If you say The Office,
this Ted Lasso. Sam was the only Black person. I can't. Okay, we don't have to include it, but I had to bring it up. I had to mention it. Like, I want to thank you so much for introducing me to Ted Lasso. Like, I saw it on TV. I saw it on Apple TV, but I just saw soccer. I was like, I'm not interested in this, and I'm glad that you told me to watch it because I think Ted Lasso might be my favorite TV show of all time. I think I might put it above Martin. The only reason is because of course I find Martin funnier. I have never felt an emotional connection to a TV show like I did Ted Lasso. Like, I damn near made it a part of my personality.
It's one of the reasons why I'm still struggling to finish it. I am going to make sure I fly out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I don't have a whole bunch to watch on the plane. I've got a few books that I could read, but I'm probably going to end up watching it on the plane because I tend to do that when I travel. Mm-hmm. And I'm expecting to feel emotions.
Yeah, I told you the first time I watched it all the way through, I got 10 minutes into the last episode, started crying, turned it off. I did not watch it again until Bet and I watched the entire thing together, and like towards the end when I realized that I had reached the part where I stopped last time, I started crying again. I was like, we can just turn it off. He's like, we have to finish it. The only reason I finished it is because He's the only reason I ever finished Insecure. I told you I never watched the last episode of Insecure.
Bro, I do that too.
It to be over. I just didn't want it to be over. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's just on a break because I still got one episode left. It's not over yet. Yeah, but I damn near made Ted Lasso. We don't have to include it, but I did need to bring it up because it's just such a good show.
I love the show too.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. What else? Because we're at like 8, I think now. So there's only 2 more slots left.
Okay, but for the 4th tier, I do have a couple. Because they were good shows, but they were a little too niche to go in the above tiers, which is like Kenan and Kel, all that. I feel like great shows, but like
I put Kenan and Kel and all that down in there.
Yeah, because with all these other shows, like when they put all them UPN shows on Netflix, I went back, I watched Moesha, I went back and watched I can't go back and watch all that. It's not funny to me.
In the House.
In the House.
LL Cool J show.
Oh, I don't.
That goes in the 4th tier.
I don't even know that. I don't even know what you're talking about. No, when you
it
said
had Debbie Allen in it.
Mm-hmm.
And what's her name, Campbell, that ended up getting on crack. Y'all remember?
When you said that, the first thing I thought of was that show. I think that's called All of Us. That show that had Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray, and they had that little boy. That's what I thought about when you said that. I don't know.
Mia Campbell. That's who ended up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you never watched In the House?
I don't think so.
Tough. Yeah, Mia Campbell.
I watched a lot of Nick at Night.
Bro, Nick had some shows.
Nick at Night, like
Alex Mack. Did you watch Alex Mack?
That sounds familiar, but I can't.
Alex Mack and Alan Strange.
Alan Strange does not ring a bell.
Alan Strange was a little black boy who was an alien. Who like could do powers, and there was people that were looking for him. And Alex Mack was a girl who lived at a place where excuse me.
I feel like I've seen Alex Mack.
She like turned into like liquid stuff and could like slide under the door.
Remember the Animorphs? Did you watch the Animorphs?
I did.
Good times.
I watched all the things. Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks. I watched a lot of TV as a kid.
I didn't. I mean, it sounds like
and played outside, which is crazy when I think about like how much TV I have ingested in my years of being a child, but how much I played outside. I loved being outside.
Yeah. I didn't start going outside until I was in like the 5th grade, which is a bit older, but that was because I didn't go to school where I was supposed to go to school. It was everything's zoned depending on where you live. I went to a different school, so I didn't know any of the kids who lived by me. They all knew each other because they went to school together. And I was a little introverted, and it's like, I'm not going outside. I don't know these people. Like if we were all just strangers, sure, but I'm not coming into this crowd where everybody knows each other and I'm the only new person. I didn't like that, but I started going outside probably like around 5th grade.
I realized I stopped liking being outside when I came to Texas.
That's fair.
It's too hot out here, bro. I don't want to be outside. It's crazy. It's foolishness. I don't got time for this.
I mean, yes, it'd be hot, but I think my threshold for hot might be higher than yours because I'm from here, born and raised. I remember the first time I ever seen snow. I got hit with a snowball unsuspectedly, and I have not fucked with snow since. I don't want to be anywhere where it's at. Do not like it. The first time I ever saw snow, I was taking a nap, and we used to live right across the street from this little corner store. My grandma, it was snowing. She thought I would be excited. She came and woke me up and was like, "Can you go across the street to the store and get me something?" I don't remember what it was, but I don't. A lot of black parents are like that. Stop what you doing to go get me the remote.
Yeah.
But my granny, I didn't grow up in no house like that. So I'm like,
girl,
you woke me up out my sleep to go get your already awoke self something from across the street. Okay, girl. So I got on some little shorts and a tank top and some slippers. I go outside and it's snowing. I'm like, girl, did you know it's snowing outside? She's talking about, I don't actually need you anything. I don't actually need anything. I just wanted you to see the snow. Girl, I do not give a fuck about this snow. It's cold. Then she convinced me to go outside and play with the other kids. I did that. Somebody hit me with a snowball. I went back in the house. Girl, fuck you and the snow. Pissing me off.
How old were you?
I had to be like 10. Somewhere.
You were a grumpy 10-year-old.
I just didn't like, but I'm from here. I'm so from here. The cold ain't shit fun about this. There's nothing fun about this. And I've always been so small. Like, it's nothing fun about this.
You didn't even have the little like childlike wonder. Like, you were just like, no, fuck this shit, bro.
Because all I need to know is that if it's snowing, that means it's cold. That's what cold and raining. The rain it's so cold outside that the rain had to change forms. It had to change states. I don't want nothing to do with that. My body is 75% water. I don't know what the hell I might freeze. The water in my body might start. I don't know what the hell gonna happen. I'm gonna stay inside where it's warm. I hate the cold.
Damn, friend.
I went to Hawaii a couple of years ago and was pissed off the entire time I was there because it was like 75 degrees. That's not hot enough. That's not hot enough. I'm outside.
That's hoodie weather.
It need to be 90 degrees outside because I'm on the beach.
75 is nice hoodie weather.
Yeah.
Like that's like a light jacket.
Right.
You can be fly in 75.
Yeah. Not in my bathing suit on the beach. No,
that's too cold for that.
Entirely.
85 is a little.
85 is
you pushing it.
Yeah, we moving in, but if I have my way, 90 degrees, so I can go get in this water and feel good. Yeah.
Oh wow, we have been.
This is my first time looking at the clock.
We barely got to the docket.
I think you said one thing from it.
I said like two things from it, and then we ended up we did some nice like little dovetails and whatity whatnots. But I don't think we've done a break room question in I don't know how long.
Okay.
And I've been trying to do this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it. So break room question this week was, what delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? Mm-hmm. And someone said a breeding kink. No one is getting my ass pregnant, yo. Like, they're just like, I refuse, bro.
Yeah. Kinks shouldn't have, I feel like they shouldn't have lasting effects like a kid.
But sometimes they do. Unfortunately. Because of the way our government is set up. You can't just.
Yeah. Well, y'all can't.
I'm going to do what I got to do.
Nothing would stop me.
Hey.
I've already told y'all I would put on one rollerblade and kick push down the fucking highway. All the way to California. I don't give a fuck. Go
ahead. What delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? That marriage is about love. It's a business contract. That's why when you divorce, you lose assets.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And it always has been. It literally used to be, I got 8 goats. Let me get her up off you.
That's
my family rich, your family rich, boom.
Yeah.
We want family now.
Let's preserve the lineage. Let's continue to.
It's always been that.
What delusion does everyone should play along with, but you refuse to? It's okay to be a side, never the main character. I don't know in what form they meant that, because I could take that so many ways.
Mm-hmm. I disagree if they meant like being a side chick or a side dude or whatever. I think it's okay. I think it works for some people and it don't work for other people. Couldn't be me, but I don't want to be nobody's main nothing either.
I think sometimes y'all would just be happy if y'all were polyamorous. Like, if y'all could just be honest about what it is that you want and what it is that you need, y'all could all get exactly what you want and what you need. Because this is the thing. The dude is looking for someone that he can be over here with, and also someone who's going to be over here that's not going to stress him out. He could actually have both of those things if he would be honest and be like, look, here's what I need. This is what's happening. This is what's not happening. What are you okay with? What are you comfortable with?
But a lot of times, and I'm not saying this is all men, but a lot of times we see that happen, and that's what they think they want until that opens the other side for her as well, and then they can't take that.
Well, figure that out, homeboy.
How bad you want it?
It's like, This is the thing. Are you going anywhere? No, I don't care. Mm-hmm. I simply do not. Yeah. I mostly, I can't say that, but but yeah, I can't say that. Sorry, I was having inside thoughts, and sometimes you can't have, and I know y'all are in a trust tree, but sometimes there are thoughts that I don't even need to share with people outside of myself. Because I said it to myself in my head, and I said, "You sound nuts." Mm. They don't need to know all of that. All fine. They need to know is that is not a problem. And continue, like, work through your jealousy or whatever it is that you got going on that will prevent you from doing the things that you need to do. That's not an issue I have.
Yeah,
I'm straight.
Yeah, a lot of men do though. A lot of people have problems like that where I want to do something and I want you to be okay with me doing this thing, but I don't want you to do it back.
No, it's weird.
Yeah.
That's very, very weird. I don't like it. What delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? That we are a loving, close-knit family with no issues. Mm. I ain't never been in that type of delusion. My family, we always do. Mm-hmm. It was like we're very aware that we're dysfunctional. Yeah. Like my brothers would say it all the time, and I'd just be like, I don't quite know what that means, but sure. I'm like 6, bro. Yeah. I don't. What delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? That individualism is better than community. Okay. Mm-hmm. What delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? Race play. I don't play them type of games.
Oh, yeah, I think it's.
I don't. And who is trying to convince you to play them type of games?
You know, I have a thing about words and the fact that they mean things.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be like.
Yeah, I don't think it's a delusion. If people enjoy it, then they enjoy it. Like, they like that. I don't think that makes them delusional. If that's what they.
I mean, in all fairness, someone said a breeding king earlier.
Yeah, that too. I didn't like. You know, that's just like when I hear this question, mm-hmm. the first thing that pop in my head is I posted a video. In that video that I posted today, I said my ass is getting fat, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody, a girl in my comments, was giving me all these praises. You look amazing, but I just want to let you know that your butt looks the same. It hasn't changed. And I didn't block her because I know that her intentions were well, but I did go and remove her as a follower. And I commented and said, you have been removed as a follower. Please do not come back. I do not need this type of negativity in my life. That was her not feeding into my delusion.
Yes.
If I say my ass is getting fat, then my ass is getting fat. I don't need nobody trying to humble me or bring me out of that to tell, no, bitch, fuck you. Now, the only reason I didn't block you is because I know that you didn't mean no harm, but you did harm. So I think about stuff like that, not what other people doing in their bedroom. That ain't got shit to do with me, and don't make them delusional because they like to pretend to be a slave. That ain't got shit to do with me. And I don't care that's what y'all do. I don't give a damn. I won't, but
I'm sorry, but the visual of you saying this while wrapping yourself up sent me. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that ain't nothing I can personally get behind. But that's your business. That is your business.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I ain't never had that, and I've done a lot of things in my life, and that's not a game I play. What delusion does everyone want you to play along with? When my D-type thinks punishment is going to keep me from future bratting.
I second that. Because the way I be sitting there, right lines, get this nigga a nuggie. Come here. Like I'm not. It's worth it. I don't care. It's worth it. You should ask him, or if he could tell you how many times I have been like, so what's the punishment for doing this? Because I'm gonna do this shit anyway.
I'll take it, bro.
Text and be like, so what's the punishment if I ain't got the laundry done by the time?
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that L, bro.
I'm gonna weigh my options real quick. Yeah, it's worth it.
Fellas, we gotta make it not worth it. Or not fellas, D-types. We gotta make it not worth it.
Don't listen to him.
You can find ways. I told you, little one.
What?
She was gonna go to hookah.
Oh yeah.
She not going.
Don't. He can't threaten me with stuff like that though.
Why he can't?
I take that as a challenge. Oh, you sure? Okay. Watch
See, the thing is,
and then she gonna go to hookah. If it were me, come back drunk, please.
Oh, then she definitely not kidding.
Oh no, it's the opposite for me. I take that as a challenge. I hear you talking.
So the thing is, she wouldn't. She can't operate like that.
Oh.
She would want to, but also sometimes her ego gets in the way of her. Mm-hmm. Like if I say, girl, I made you cry 2 days back to back, she's gonna be like, I can't believe you just said that to me. Instead of her taking that as a challenge, mm-hmm. sometimes she's like, well, this isn't fun for me anymore. Cause you called me mm-hmm. on my reality mm-hmm. and I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Stop that. Let's play the game with me. I don't want you to be real. Mm-hmm. So the reality of me being like, no. If you do this, then the punishment is denial. Mm-hmm. And she is like, I don't like this. I don't want to be denied.
Yeah.
And
yeah, in my brain, when I hear, if you do this, the punishment is this, I hear, you think so? Okay. The worst that's going to happen is that's the punishment, but I'm not going down without a fight. I'm pulling out all the stops. I know all the tricks. I know just what to say to him. Yeah, okay. Try it. I be in there like, now why would you choose a punishment for both of us? You didn't even do nothing. You ain't did nothing. You did something I need to know about? Why you punishing yourself? What the fuck did you do? Now I done turn around and flip the script. Because what the fuck did you do? Why you feel like you don't deserve me? I didn't flip the whole script.
Nah. See, she wouldn't. I just laugh at everything, so that would never work with me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you tried it. That's so cute. No, absolutely not.
She gotta find what work. I know what work on.
Yeah.
I know what works.
She ain't cracked that code yet.
Hell yeah.
What delusion does everyone want you to? What delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? That life ain't a situationship and God ain't up there playing Sims right now.
A simulation?
Yeah. I don't know how I got situationship.
I don't know either, but I figured it out. We're good.
Take your time.
That I often feel like we're in a simulation.
Sometimes.
Especially when these NPCs start glitching. We pulled up somewhere. It was a man just outside literally just yelling at the sun doing this. Now it was probably just drugs, but that could very well be a glitch. Like,
bro, little one has a thing of like, she loves like 90s rom-coms and like early 2000s rom-coms. And so she put me on one called Just Like Heaven with Mark Ruffalo. And I think it's Reese Witherspoon. Yeah.
Reese without her spoon. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
How did we get here?
I'm sorry.
That was such a dad joke. It was so, oh my God.
I'm so sorry. It just slipped out. I was trying to hold it back. That's why I didn't say it loud. I thought you wouldn't gonna hear me.
No, I definitely heard that shit.
Anywho.
But no, it was about a dude and he's basically not important. It wasn't that interesting of a story. I was just gonna be talking. What delusion does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? That they're the smart ones, or that they love themselves.
You know what? She's not wrong. They're not wrong.
That might be the realest thing I've read all day.
You're not wrong, because it do be some people.
I'd be like, there's no way you love yourself.
Can't. You don't even like yourself. And you're trying to prove to me that you're happy.
You've created a standard you don't even live up to. And you're not even like on the way to like being that. You're just
you're actively moving in the wrong direction.
Yeah. It's a little sad actually.
Mm-hmm. For you though. Not for me.
Because I ain't got nothing to do with that.
None of my business.
You still that over there. Also, today people have been calling me so that I can tell them no. So I don't know, maybe no. Whatever dumbass thing you was about to do that you thought, the answer is no. Absolutely the fuck not. Go sit your ass down.
You don't have to listen to him. Do it. Do it. Picture yourself here.
Sit down.
He's on one shoulder. I'm on the other shoulder.
Go sit your ass down.
Stand up. Shake some ass. Throw some dick. I don't know who we're talking to. Gotta cover all the bases.
That's just what you assume?
Gotta cover all the bases. Throw some ass. Throw some dick. I don't know. Just gotta cover.
I wouldn't even talk about that. I'm not even like inherently against them doing that. But like I'm talking about like you was about to make a poor life decision. And sometimes your ex is a poor life decision.
How about that nigga house? Pull up. Get close enough and turn your Bluetooth on.
Please don't. Please don't.
Turn your Bluetooth on. See if he got a speaker or TV, something that you can connect to, and just start playing like haunting music or some shit. Like play the I Got 5 on it remix from Get Out. Jordan Peele's renditions.
In
the middle of the night, 2:00 in the morning. Connect to a speaker in his house.
That's wild. Yo, how wrong do you have to do a girl for her to want to do you like that?
I got that from TikTok. This girl said that time he made me so mad that I drove to his house in the middle of the night she said she connected his phone connected to her car when she pulled up in his driveway and she started going through his text messages on her. And they in the comments talking about, ladies, remember when y'all are on good terms and you're in your car, say, baby, you want to play some music? And make him hook his phone up to the Bluetooth. So that way you can do this. She said she pulled up with the lights out. The lights off, car damn near in neutral. She didn't pull up. And his phone connected and she went through his text messages. Do it. That's what they made Bluetooth for. Literally this.
Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
Where's the crime?
I'm pretty sure there's a few in there.
Where? Ain't one.
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think
I'm gonna come back next week and we're gonna talk about it because then no. Oh.
It's on still, but my phone dying. It's at 20%. We can finish it. Do we have more?
What delusions does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? Ownership. If you don't mean it. Ownership. If you don't mean it, I don't want it. I take it very seriously.
Ownership? If you don't mean it.
They're speaking kinky things, I think.
Oh, okay.
It took me a second. That's why when I read it the first time, I was like, I know I'm dyslexic, and I know I messed up a word today. But there's no way they mean, because it don't make sense in this. There needs to be more context sometimes. I'm big on context. It's how I know like what word I'm actually supposed to be saying, because sometimes the word it don't look like, well, that don't make sense.
It can't be that word. It can't be that.
Right. What delusions does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? Being a trophy, like I don't have accomplishments.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Like I can imagine like if Vet introduced me as just his beautiful girlfriend, like I don't have anything else. Like don't be delusional. Like I can understand what you mean. Personally, I don't give a damn. I don't mind being a trophy. I wouldn't mind being Amber Rose. I'd stop talking. Just be quiet. Just be everywhere. Fine. Don't open my mouth and say nothing. But unfortunately, I'm the talker in our relationship.
You don't want to say that. She's the talker in ours. Because she don't know no stranger. Never met one. And then I'd be sitting there like, am I going to have to punch this person in the face because they're too close? And she...
Yeah, neither one of us are like that. But I am the friendlier one of the two.
Nah, I remember we were somewhere and I'm just looking up watching the game and I'm watching... And she just having this little conversation. And I'm like, not trying to give. I'm just watching what I got to watch. I was like, if I got to hurt somebody, I don't want to have to do that today.
Yeah.
But I will.
Vet was telling me that he be having to like find balance between when he should say something to niggas in my comments. You know, I'm on social media and I have a lot of followers, so I get a lot of... I am
so glad that is not a thing that I have to contend with, because let me tell you, I don't know how you... Because someone said something about her in a video that I make, and I'm ready to cut everybody's head off. On her social media, some dumbass decided to come into her... Now...
Yeah. But it does get easy. Well, I'm imagining that it's like, it's not hard for him to stay out of it because... I am who I am and I like to argue and I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that I bring to him that shows that it's bothering me or something like that, then he'll say something. But for the most part, my they're not gonna be funnier than me. Yeah. So we don't really mind. I don't mind. It's a sport for me. I love going back and forth with people. It's such a good...
So does she. It's a very... And that's one of the things I've learned is an ADHD thing. And I'm like, I have to stop doing this. Because it's feeding a very specific part of my brain that I didn't realize it was feeding. And I need to not do that.
Oh. There's two types of people in this world.
Sometimes you got to listen to your better angels. Okay. This is a part 1 and a part 2.
Okay.
What delusions does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? That my dad is the black sheep. He took care of his mom, even with her hating him. The younger brother and cousin are now trying to take her house from him, but the will says that it's his. I don't know how that was a delusion. That her dad they're delusional about her dad being a black sheep. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot there was 2 parts. And I said it out loud. I was like, there's gonna be 2 parts. Stay with me. And then I was just like, fuck that first part.
Yeah. Who needs
just like Usher.
Answer me.
We're getting better at these callbacks.
Huh?
We're getting better at these callbacks.
Come to the front.
What delusions are... Okay. What delusions does everyone want you to play along with, but you refuse to? You think I care about a man I never met before?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Different thing. That was that was a whole different question. Okay. I was very confused.
I was like,
it was just going through. You think I care? That was from. So we have another question that's coming. That is things men tell you after you say I got a man.
Oh, you can't have no friends.
You think I care about a man I never met before?
And I got a goldfish.
The most interesting ones is like don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. There's a lot of dudes like that, but this is the thing.
You don't want to be my husband.
You're not trying to marry her neither, my dear.
You don't want to be my husband. I can't tell you how many times I have been accosted at the gas station.
You want her panty draws.
But here's the thing. I look like the type of bitches you can approach at the gas station while I'm pumping my gas. If you don't come pump this motherfucking gas, how bad you want this number, nigga?
And if you pay for it, whether you're paying for it or not will determine whether it's the real number.
Period. Yeah, I won't run you over with my car if you come pump it. And I might give you the first 5 digits of my phone number. You can figure the rest out.
You know what I realized? I am completely okay with people having transactional relationships.
As long as both parties know what's going on.
As long as everybody's aware of what they're paying for and what they're paying with. I don't care.
Yeah. As long as everybody is it's all consenting adults, I don't care what the hell like.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah. I had to pump my own gas for the first time since like September. That's not an exaggeration. I didn't even know how much gas cost. You could have told me gas was $7. I would have been like, damn, is shit getting crazy? Ain't it? I wouldn't have been able to argue.
You don't have to think about because of that man.
Yeah, and he went out. He had to go out of town for a couple of days or whatever, and I just happened to take my ass all the way to Lake Charles and had to put gas in my car because he filled it up before I left. But I was doing stuff, and then yesterday I went to the casino. I took $400 to the casino. I came back with $8.
Hey, do your thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Do what you want to do.
I like blackjack.
Well, not everything you want to do because blackjack is fun. Not really my game. Well, actually, that is one of the games I will play.
It's the only thing I play because it's the only one where I feel like I have any type of control.
It's one where I get to make decisions.
I make a choice, right? I can decide what I want to do. I can look at the cards and say likely. It's still gambling.
I don't do the craps wheel. It's just confusing. There's too many things to think about. I'm gonna bet black or red, and that's
roulette.
That one.
Is that what you mean? Okay.
I don't do that one. I don't do craps either.
I don't do either of those because it's no skill. It's just chance. It's just chance.
You give niggas that throw dice to tell you no. There's you got to know what you're doing. There's
not supposed to be any
But also
skill.
These niggas will figure out how they roll. They figure out like, oh, one dude told me, I was sitting in the barbershop one time, he was like, yeah, you just go home and you roll the dice 100 times and you figure out what you're most likely to roll. And if you figure out what you're most likely to roll based on like them 100 times, then you know when you go into a dice game what you should be able to anticipate, like what this is going to look like for you. And I was like, I don't think that's how probability works.
I don't.
But
people be doing all kind of shit though, because you know how like you go to the casino?
Not a lot.
Well, you know how like when you playing like blackjack or any card game, they'll have you cut the deck. They give you the yellow card, have you cut the deck. It's just like habit to take the yellow card, slide it up against the deck, pick a spot to put it in. They're like, they don't want you doing that no more. Somebody somewhere did some shit. And they're like, don't do that. Stick the damn card in there. Stop flicking it along the deck. Just stick the damn card in there. I don't know what. Somebody figure something out.
Always. There's always this.
Rules constantly changing. So I'm at the casino. I go to sit at a blackjack table and he said, I don't take cash. I'm sorry?
What do you take?
They want you to go get one of the players' cards and you can like basically like if you brought cash or you can use your debit card or whatever, but you can load it. And then you can use you can give them the card or you can give them an app on your phone, like, and just touch it to their iPad and he'll give you chips.
They're trying to get away with, they don't want to be, cash is going away.
Yeah.
I be in places now and they be like, hey, we don't take cash.
Yeah, I rarely ever have cash, but when I do and I have to use it, I always ask if they take cash. Like I was somewhere today and I had to go pick up some stuff. I was like, y'all take cash? She said, yeah. I was like, some places don't.
And I was good for usually like, and I would keep like cash in the house. Mm-hmm. I don't really do that no more.
Yeah.
But
all right, we've been talking for a long time.
Yeah.
Y'all good?
This has been a long episode, and thank y'all for being around. Do you have a word for them this time?
To say?
In the comments? If they made it this far?
If you've made it this far, comment creatine. And the reason is because I took some damn creatine powder. Got ulcers in my mouth. It's too strong for me. I was taking the gummies, tried to go over to the powder. My mouth has been killing me. That's one of the reasons I'm so damn tired. It's been
I might do creatine at some point.
It works. I feel so much stronger when I'm on it. Like in the gym, I feel like I'm doing more. I'm able to do more. I'm squatting now 365 for reps. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I remember when I like ate shit when I tried to like do this a year ago. And now I am a year later, like this is what I'm squatting for reps. That's crazy. Yeah.
And it's only going to keep going up. So fun times, fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think we're good.
Yeah. So yeah, leave creatine down there in the comments. Thank y'all for being here. I have been RJ's Friendly Neighborhood Dom, and this has been
Erica,
aka
Big Rocks.
not the little one.
That's up for debate, honestly.
I mean, you was Big Rocks today.
Okay. Yeah. It started off
So at the beginning of the show, you maybe by the time in the show, you was definitely Big Rocks.
I've grown.
Yeah. So that was Big Rocks. About at some point we turned into Big Rocks, and I was RJ the Friendly Neighborhood Dom. Y'all have been the best coworkers in the world. We have been your favorite not safe for work coworkers. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for liking, sharing, subscribing when you could have been anywhere in the world. Thank y'all for leaving comments with timestamps. We greatly appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all back here next week. Peace.
Bye.